Cloudy tonight, low 30. Partly cloudy, 55 tomorrow for Thursday. Scattered showers, high 48. The outlook for Friday, cloudy skies, 38 the high. And for Saturday, partly cloudy with a high of 42. Overnight low was 28, yesterday's high 52. Currently humidity at 100%. Winds are relatively calm and the pressure at 30.26 and holding. Right now, we've got sunshine and 28 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. And time now for morning coffee for a Tuesday.
Woo! Good morning.
Good to be here. 100% humidity.
Yeah.
Wow.
Today?
Well, it's right now.
Yeah.
Wow, and it's nice and clear outside, it looks like. Huh.
I'll tell you what, I had trouble finding stuff to talk about today.
Oh, I didn't. I have plenty. You don't?
Well,
I've been continuing my junior high basketball tour over the last several weeks.
And how's that going?
I went to Albion last night, Albion grade school.
Okay.
And got to see some folks that I hadn't seen in a while, so I was happy to do that. I can't eat the popcorn anymore. Too salty.
too expensive.
No, I just, and I'm going to tell you some of these places, they give you a bag. I mean a bag of popcorn.
Now, see, I can't eat popcorn, period.
I don't.
I don't eat popcorn.
For me, it's too salty.
And you know why I don't eat popcorn?
Why is that?
Because when I start, I
You
can't
can't stop.
If I have one, then it's going to be the whole bag.
It's like one potato chip.
Yeah.
I keep having things pop up about that song, Baby, It's Cold Outside.
Oh, I had something too. Go ahead.
Well, Elizabethtown, Kentucky, right outside Fort Knox, isn't it?
Yeah,
Right.
it's about 15 miles away.
Radio station there, Wacky, WAKY. It's been around forever.
Yeah.
But they like the song Baby It's Cold Outside. So this past Sunday morning from 8 to 10 a.m., 2 hours, they played 5 different versions of the tune for nonstop for 2 hours because that song has been part of the history of their holiday music, Christmas music over the years. And they didn't even briefly consider pulling it. So, yeah, Wacky was a big top 40 outlet before FM came on, WAKY. But that's what they did, 2 hours. You played something nonstop, Grandma?
Grandma got ran over by a reindeer for 18 straight hours. I'm very proud of that.
I wouldn't have told anybody.
Yeah.
I don't think I'd have told anybody either.
Yeah, I'm famous for that.
I think I'd apologize.
By the way, I
for
did
it.
get this just in.
In?
Yes, just in. Many radio stations will be pulling the Christmas lyric, "Do you hear what I hear?" claiming
why?
it offends listeners with schizophrenia.
Well,
and
the hearing,
and listeners who are hearing impaired.
hearing impaired.
What?
Yes.
Did you say, what'd you? What?
Turn up your miracle ear.
Do you hear what I hear?
Okay.
Do
Let's
you
pull it.
hear what I
So,
hear?
so I got one of those robocalls the other day,
Oh, you did.
and I thought I'm just going to wait.
I'm going to listen and wait it out and see what happens.
Right.
Okay.
Right.
Mess with them.
Yeah. So I talked to them, and they said, "Oh, you need to pay your electricity." And I said,
Said what?
They said, "See, look,
Uh,
see?" And they said something about, "Oh, well, you're electric and this, whatever." And I said, "Well, sir, we're Amish." And I hung up.
That worked.
And then he called back. He called
Again?
Back. He called back a little bit later. And I said, "Sir, we're Amish. We don't have electricity or phones."
Wait a minute.
And there was
he
just-
just called you on the phone.
Yeah. And it was just dead silence.
Oh, man.
Well,
I saw something interesting, Dave. You have better.
And I apologize for anybody that I may have offended.
No,
with that.
no, you're not. You have better background in this than I do. Did you understand, or do you understand the tradition, and maybe you do too, since you're a sports guy, of the long sleeves, or the sleeves on the Evansville basketball team?
you mean now or way back when?
Well, they've gone away and come back a number of times.
Yeah.
They had a coach over at U of E years ago, back in the
Yeah.
late 60s, early 70s. Arad McCutcheon was his name.
I figured you'd know this.
And Arad was a wonderful coach. In fact, my good friend Bob Clayton played on the 71 team
Right.
that won a national tournament. but they would come out. Remember the warm-up pants?
Yes,
they'd come
yeah.
out and do the
Right.
And I think the Aces had like long robes, purple robes.
Okay.
Just for the flash and
Right.
and they had the sleeves. Mm-hmm. They had the jerseys with the sleeves, and then of course, you remember how short the guys' shorts were.
Oh, yeah.
I know all about it.
They look like the women's volleyball shorts today.
I wore them.
And now,
Oh, I did too.
Now they are. You see the players wearing shorts below the knee,
Right.
and then they have like compression hose.
And actually, that below the knee
Yeah.
is starting to creep back upward
Yeah.
again on a
well,
lot of. On a
I
lot
could
of
see it
teams.
interfering with your fast break, but so I don't know the reason for the.
Well, I don't either, but it's unique to Evansville.
It is.
It's known, and so when the most recent coach, back about 10 years ago, Cruz, who went on to go to St. Louis, I believe, from here. He was originally an assistant.
Jim
Jim
Cruz.
Cruz. He was originally assistant with Bobby Knight, if I'm not
Yes.
mistaken.
Yeah, he was.
Anyway, he brought in his PR person, and he said, "I want something to commemorate the fact that we wear these sleeves." And the guy says, "What do you mean?" He says, "I don't care what it is. Poem, I don't care what you do." So he actually wrote a little poem that is now on the board in the locker room.
Okay.
It's an honor indeed to wear the sleeves, an honor that only a select few all achieve. The sleeves stand for championships, attitude and desire, a tradition will raise one's standards higher. The respect they have earned is quite unique, a commitment to excellence that all programs seek. Hard work and determination, success and pride are characteristics of the sleeves known nationwide.
I
Isn't
like
that
it.
interesting?
I like it.
Isn't that great?
That is.
I just thought it was interesting. I had no idea of the tradition involved. I just
Yeah.
always knew that the Aces had sleeves.
Aces were big deal, and used
when they were Division II, they were huge. When they
and
were
one of the
Division II.
TV stations, it may have been 14. They would, like, if the Aces played a 8:00 game or 7:30 game on a Saturday night, the TV station would record the game and then play it after the 10 o'clock news, which would be around 10:30 or 10:35. And during the sportscast, they would say, "Well, the Aces played tonight, and we'll have the taped replay of it right after the news. Now, we are going to put on the screen in just a moment what the final score was. So if you don't want to see it, please close your eyes right now or turn away from the TV." And then there would be a pause with no audio. The video would come on the bottom of the screen, the final score. Then they'd move on to the next story. Well, one night when the announcer said, "Now, if you don't want to see the score," and they flashed it up, the timing, and it was a close game. I think Evansville won, and then I don't think he saw it on the monitor, but you had to be careful.
I just find that amazing that you wouldn't report on who was the leading scorer and who they beat and stuff like that. I think that's amazing. Of course, it was a different time.
It was a different time, and they didn't do it live.
Well, anyway, I just thought that the poem was interesting. I thought it was very interesting. I from the other side of the state, didn't know much about Evansville. I did know this. They had sleeves.
Yep.
When nobody else did. So it was distinctive.
They had a big event across America over the weekend, and in fact, it was observed up at Sisney, something that I wasn't completely familiar with, called Wreaths Across America. An annual December event pays tribute to U.S. service members, and it took place at 1,640 locations across the country, one of them being Sisney. And this is the event's 27th year at Arlington, honoring men and women who have served in the U.S. Armed Forces. So it's going to get big. They had a total of these 1,640 locations. There were 1.75 million wreaths laid. So
That's really amazing.
It's huge.
That is.
Wreaths across America. So kudos to the
Yes.
Sisney organizers that did it. They had about a representation from VFW/Legion members here in Fairfield up at Sisney at 1 o'clock this past Saturday. It was nice.
Yeah. The big news nationally, I don't know if you saw this or not, that Les Moonves, you know who I'm talking about?
Oh, he's not as rich as he thought he might be.
Les was owed $120 million, which is not chump change, as a severance package after the board of directors concluded that he had violated company policy and was uncooperative with an investigation into sexual misconduct allegations. So, I mean, so Les messes around.
Allegedly.
Les messes around, and he gets caught.
Yeah.
And he figures, what the heck? I've got this parachute. You know, I mean, he's probably in his 60s, you know. Mm-hmm. I got $120 million. I think I could blow that.
I'll make it work.
Yeah, I think I could survive on that.
We'll set up a budget.
But they had a 5-month investigation, and he stonewalled it apparently, and caused told people to say something different. Mm-hmm. Listen, I got some money in my pocket. If you
he did it, yeah. It didn't work out,
and so he's that's going to go on in the courts until Les is 90.
Yeah,
but he doesn't have the money,
or broke, whichever.
He won't
first.
get the money, and guess who wins?
Lawyers, lots of lawyers. Yeah. Wow.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Les Moonves, and of course you had some other big names that.
The list was it just continues to expand.
Yeah.
You ready to take this break? And I got a little bit more media news when we come back.
All right.
Santa baby, slip some Brighton under the tree for her. She's been an awful good girl, Santa baby, so hurry down to Carnaby now. I know, I'm not a mandrill, but I'm related to one. Register every day for 10 days of Brighton at Carnaby Square. Look at our Facebook page each day to see over $900 in Brighton prizes. Then come sign up to win at Carnaby Square in downtown Fairfield.
Fields are resting right now, but our farm families continue to work raising livestock and planning for spring planting. You probably know an area farm family that should be recognized as the original company and First Robinson Savings Bank's Ileana Farm Family of the Year. Enter your nomination right now at WFIWradio.com. We'll announce the winner at January 24th's Farm Profit Preview in Vincennes. See WFIWradio.com for details on the Ileana Farm Family of the Year.
It's here. The Big Deal Store is online and waiting for you to shop and buy gift certificates to local businesses. Go to your station's website, WFIWradio.com, and click on Big Deals. Here you'll find dozens of gift certificates for places like Three Chicks Fudgery, Act Tire and Auto, Boyd Furniture and Mattress Center, and Bullard's Farm Market and Bakery. You can shop 24 hours a day and save tons of money in the process. But you better hurry. You never know how long each deal will last.
Time Capsule, sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
Hi, this is Bill Stevens with another Time Capsule quiz. Which month and year was it when President Johnson gave his third State of the Union speech and said we were in Vietnam for keeps?
We will stay as long as aggression commands us to battle.
Indira Gandhi became Prime Minister of India. A transit workers' strike frustrated New York City and its new mayor, John Lindsay.
It is an act of defiance against 8 million people.
Green Bay beat Cleveland for the NFL title. We saw the TV debut of Batman. And here's what was new on the radio.
As tears go by,
it's crying time again.
A man in my little girl's life.
Okay, think it over. The answer and a little bit of the top song from the month and year are coming up.
Save money on quality discount groceries found only at your Save-A-Lot store in Fairfield. Now through Saturday. A gallon skim, 1%, 2%, or whole milk, $1.29. 18-count eggs, 95 cents. 4-pound bag of sugar, $1.29. 4-pound bag of navel oranges, $1.89. And a 3-pound bag of Gala or Red Delicious apples, $1.69. Prices good through Saturday. Good food, great people, great prices at your Save-A-Lot store, West Main and Fairfield.
January 1966.
The Beatles and We Can Work It Out. The top song of January 1966. This is Bill Stevens for tcapsule.com. Back soon with another Time Capsule.
Time Capsule has been sponsored today by Save-A-Lot Food Store on West Main, Fairfield.
The phone number to call in is 842-3715. Now, back to Morning Coffee on WFIW, YouTube, and WFIWradio.com.
Oh, that Christy Horning's got some pipes, doesn't she? She can sing.
She can sing.
I had a listener yesterday say, "Hey, I heard you boys are on the TV now."
Oh, okay, we're on YouTube.
And I said, "Yes, we are." I said, tomorrow morning, I will have our program director of this mess explain how they can watch us on the television.
Okay, you want to go straight to YouTube, put in WFIW radio.
You bring up YouTube, and then where it says search,
put in
WFIW, and then something will come up.
Yes.
There will be a choices of things.
And you'll be able to click on it. It'll be a little window.
All right.
If you're on Facebook, we give you the link to go to.
Mm-hmm.
So all you have to do is click on it to go to the link, and you can watch us. We're on TV.
And then if I want to watch this tonight, I just go to
WFIW Radio, and it'll be posted. It's there. We've got every show we've ever done.
Oh, Lord, really?
Yes. By the way, during that break, this is the reason why I say tomorrow I've got trivia. It's music trivia, and because of this guy right here, and I'm pointing on the video to the legend over here in the corner. Because of him, you build 15 minutes into that trivia tomorrow, because it's on music. And he's
15 minutes.
I'm just telling you, he will not be able to keep himself. What happened during the break?
How about
what happened during the break?
Oh, good point.
What happened during the break? We listened to a song. There was Gary Lewis and the Playboys, right?
Doing Just My Style. She's just
and
my
what?
style.
So take it from there. Take it from there.
You
brought it up.
You said infield, and I
said they played infield once.
Right.
I knew that.
And I said.
From
after
Ed Sullivan to infield.
Right, from Ed Sullivan to infield. They did perform on Ed Sullivan.
And then he gave a story about how he had his phone number.
Well, we interviewed him for Mule Day.
Gary used to go hang out, have a few brewskis.
It was Mule Day down at infield.
Yeah.
Still going, still a big deal, but a gentleman.
You guys didn't talk smack about Dad and Jerry? Dad used to beat me.
No.
None of that stuff?
No.
No, you didn't talk about
But Gary is still touring.
No.
Oh, yes. He's still. I'll tell you, he and remember Gary Puckett in the Union Gap? Another bud. But Gary Puckett and Gary Lewis and some of them, you know what their big deal is in the winter? They go on cruise ships.
Right.
And they're entertainment. Mm-hmm. That would be fun.
It's not Gary Lewis and the Playboys anymore.
Isn't it?
It's Gary Lewis and the old Playmen.
Well, speaking of octogenarians,
you had some more media news.
I did have media news. I won't get to the Octomom yet.
I remember her.
The Octomom is back in the news.
Yes, she is.
How many?
Tucker Carlson got nailed. He made some anti-immigrant rhetoric. And he lost 4 companies who pulled advertisements. The backlash came in response to Thursday evening's monologue when he suggested that immigrants make the United States, quote, poorer and dirtier, end of quote. And so people that lined up to get rid of Fortune 500 company Pacific Life dumped Bowflex, sorry, all those people that want to be buff, and a personal finance company with 3 of them that got out.
Have you noticed in the Bowflex ads or when they're on the treadmills or something, they are all perfectly fit, tanned, oiled up, ready for competition.
Because they're using the Bowflex, Dave.
That's true.
Yeah, but they should have
some
before and
slug
after.
like me.
They should have some guy that can't get on the Bowflex.
Or it says tilt.
Have some guy. Here's a commercial for Bowflex. All right, you can have some old fat guy. All right, you, me, maybe, I don't know. And at 10 o'clock on Christmas Eve, you run that commercial showing the old fat guy on the Bowflex having a heart attack. And then you run a heart attack medicine commercial.
Here's the thing about the
back
Bowflex.
to back.
The Bowflex, those treadmills. There's no ashtray there. There's no place to put your smokes.
And there's no cup holder.
No cup.
I'll tell you what, guys.
Needs a cup holder.
You need a cup holder. You need an ashtray.
Listeners out there, check eBay in about mid-February for good deals on treadmills.
You know what I used to always use them for? That you can hang your clothes
racks.
on. Yeah, you can put your clothes on them.
You
They're
have to dust them.
All right.
I'm going to go vacuum my Bowflex.
It's dusty.
I feel like I'm getting a workout
now. Okay, so you wanted to know about Octomom?
No, not really.
Not really.
Yes,
but
you don't have any pictures, do you?
No.
No, I don't.
Oh,
I don't. She's 43 now.
How old is she?
She's 43 years old. Yeah. She's $1 million in debt. She's filing bankruptcy.
Oh.
Known in the world as Octomom, doesn't appreciate the moniker. She doesn't like to be called Octomom. Don't call her Octomom.
Well, too bad.
How long ago was that?
Don't call her the queen of stretch marks either.
How long ago was she in the news?
That's got to be 20 years ago at least.
Oh, I don't know.
No, not 20.
I don't have that date.
I think so. I think it's mid-90s.
She's
I thought it was like 5 or 6 years ago.
She's raising 14 kids now.
14?
14 kids. Well, she had other kids before she had the 8.
Oh, okay.
She regrets that she, right after this all broke, she regrets that she had a porn career.
10 years.
10 years.
She
now goes by a different name.
Mom Octo?
No, Natalie. The New York Times reports that Natalie lives in a 3-bedroom home with her massive family. So, I mean, that's 15 people in 3 rooms.
Mm-hmm.
In addition to the octuplets, the only surviving octuplets on record who are now 9 years old. Well, we could have known from that, wouldn't you? Okay.
Yeah.
The octuplets do not know their father, though Schuleman says that she may let them meet the guy that donated when they turn 18.
Mm-hmm.
Or sooner if he's got money. You know, she's got a bachelor's degree in child development. How appropriate.
And she's got a lot of experience in that matter, too.
She got that degree on eBay, right?
Oh, she works as a counselor full-time. Counseling who on what?
She's a financial advisor.
Yeah, I was going to say. Anyway, she still relies on public assistance and international photo shoots to support the large family.
International photo shoots. That's a nice way to put it.
It's unbelievable.
WWW.
There were allegations of child neglect, famously brought upon her by Gloria Allred.
Oh.
She says proved false.
Mm-hmm.
And so, I mean, there she is. There's your update. There's your Octomom.
Okay, what size house?
Octo update.
What size house?
3 bedrooms.
3 bedrooms. That's it.
3 bedrooms. That's it.
That ties in.
For 15 people.
Did you hear about the St. Louis, Missouri woman that claims somebody stole a tiny house she was building?
No.
Asking the public help. She's been working.
Just pull up a car, right?
She's been working on this tiny house. You've seen them.
Sure. We had one out here
The
at
Frontier Community College, their building class
Mm-hmm.
did one, sold it, and then they put it on a trailer or
I think it was
wheels
built.
on it.
I think it's built on
the trailer. That one was.
Well, this lady had
easy to steal.
Had parked it, and it was stolen. They somebody backed up, put a ball and hitch on it and drove off. And a friend of hers called the owner of the house and said, "Did you move your house overnight?" She said,
no.
"Nope." And it's gone. She had about $20,000 invested in it. She had planned to move her tiny home to several different towns and move it again this week, but it was stolen over the weekend. A tiny house.
Wow.
Where are you going to go with it? I think somebody
had to back it into a garage.
Maybe to the tiny campground.
They had one call that it was westbound on I-40 towards California.
Seriously?
Yeah. Westbound on I-40 towards California.
Well, westbound and down.
It doesn't take a real
tiny house a going.
It doesn't take a real perceptive state trooper to be able to recognize that going by, right?
No. I mean,
but they're too busy being in downtown Fairfield.
That's what I was thinking too.
Oh, I wouldn't have said that if you hadn't prompted me.
I did not
you
prompt
prompted
you.
Me.
You said it before I said it.
All right. Well, here's another good police story. 23-year-old man, Port St. Lucie. Is that what?
That's in Florida.
Okay.
That's down. That's where the Mets have spring training.
Yes, it is. I knew it was familiar.
Not too far from Jupiter.
He tried to trade a bag of pot for fast food at McDonald's. This guy, Anthony Gallagher, went through the drive-thru at the restaurant around 2 a.m. on Sunday.
Yeah, that's not suspicious.
What McDonald's is open at 2 a.m.?
Ours used to be.
Oh, yeah.
Drive-thru was open 24/7.
Oh,
really?
Yeah.
He tried to give a worker a baggie of marijuana in exchange for food. Police said that the worker refused, and the suspect drove off. They said that he went through the drive-thru a second time. That's when the officer made contact with him and noticed a heavy odor of burnt rope coming from the car.
He may have thought he was in a different McDonald's when he pulled back through.
Oh.
Yeah, but they all look the same, I guess, after a while.
Those arches. So, So anyway.
What was it? My town was so small, our McDonald's only had one arch.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It's not bad at all. It looks like we're in for, at least the East Coast is in for something called a polar vortex. Have you ever heard of that, Dave?
Yes.
How about you?
Yep.
Mark?
I've heard of it.
Mm-hmm.
Well, this is apparently going to happen.
I had one time at the Tasty Treat.
A polar vortex?
I bet you they could come up with something if you ordered that.
Yeah. Like a polar vortex.
Yes.
And a side of onion rings.
And here's a bag of marijuana to pay for it.
Little Maui Wowie for that, yes. A polar vortex, it disrupts, it occurs when the stratosphere, most weather, suddenly warms, causing winds to change, decrease, or change direction. The vortex will then be displaced and split apart, splitting cold air into mid-latitudes. It's supposed to be on the East Coast.
Okay, well, you cleared that up.
Yeah. I'm glad I could.
So what does that mean?
That means it's going to get cold on the East Coast.
Yeah, imagine that.
Thank you. This just in. It's going to get cold on the East Coast.
In wintertime?
In wintertime. Yeah, but not...
Wow, really?
Washington, D.C. doesn't get that cold. It doesn't snow that often in Washington, D.C. That completely shuts down D.C. I was there once when they predicted a snowfall. I've never seen JF or the Reagan Airport so full in my life. People trying to get out of town. They just don't know how to clean it. It's government. Oh, well. Did you see the deal with the guy from Edwards County? He's trying to split us away from Chicago.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
I heard about
What'd you
that
think
on the
about
news
that?
this
Go
morning.
for it. Well,
yeah, let's do her. Where would they split it, though?
I appreciate his efforts, but it will go nowhere.
Yeah, there's no way.
I'll sign it. If Wayne County starts one, I'll sign it.
Well, he's looking for somebody in Wayne County. He says in Wayne County it would take 447 names. You don't think how we could get 447 names before the end of this show?
I think so. And, Dave takes his daily walks. He can go door to door.
He can have a clipboard with him.
That's right.
There was a move a while back that they wanted to break Illinois into 3 states. Did you ever see the drawing on that?
No.
Wisconsin was going to get... None of the adjoining states said, no.
We don't want any part of it.
No, we're not going to...
Well, they did the same thing in California last year. Yeah. They were going to make a Northern California, a Central California, and Southern California.
Texas was going to secede, weren't they?
They were going to secede from... Well, the governor, Rick Perry, said, we're going to secede. It will never happen.
It will never.
You know, when Texas came in,
they were
the proviso,
a republic. They were their own country.
They were their own country, and there was a provision that said two things. One, they can secede when they want to, anytime they want to. Mm-hmm. And two, that they're the only state where the Texas flag can be at the same plane as the American flag. So, I mean, when you go to the state capitol in Austin or at the college where I served, there's not a
different
triad,
levels.
Different levels. The Texas flag and the American flag are at the same level. Can you imagine?
No.
Isn't that interesting that was one of the provisos?
Yep. Well,
anyway, this guy, and I want to give him credit for this. His name is Kevin Schilt. He works with a group in Edwards County. They already have 191 signatures. I think it makes perfect sense. You're right, Dave. I don't think it'll ever happen in a million years. But, you know, you had the governor or the mayor of Chicago on his way out saying we need to add 20 cents per gallon on gas. We need to do the pensions. There was a story yesterday. Did you see the story out of Belleville about how many pension millionaires there are in Belleville?
No.
Dozens. What that means is, since they retired, they've made more than $1 million. And the example they used was a superintendent in Belleville who had paid in $61,000 for his retirement, has already brought to himself $1.5 million. He retired at the age of 56. And you wonder why we're billions in trouble with the pension.
Unfunded pension, yeah.
So, I mean, and here's the thing. I don't give that guy a rough time at all. I worked 25 years in the pension system. I decided I would manage my own. I didn't need the pension system. But that's the deal those people signed in under. Mm-hmm. It's got to change, though, from here forward, or they'll never get out.
You know, it's like people.
Now he's looking back and going, maybe I should have done that.
No.
I could have bought that building to make Dreith Enterprises.
I have to say, I don't regret that one bit.
It's like people get mad at baseball players for making $14 million a year. No, don't get mad. If somebody says to you, Mark Turner, we're going to pay you $14 million to work here next year, you're going to say, well, thank you, or maybe negotiate for more.
I'm just going to say, where do I sign? And when do I start?
But, you know, the owners are paying this, so don't get mad at the players for accepting it. It's business.
And don't worry, the owners are doing just fine, too, by the way.
They are, too.
Well, they're doing better than fine.
All right, after our break.
Yes.
Well, yeah.
Oh.
We can take a break now, or I can combine the two breaks because we went.
Well, can I talk about
go ahead. We'll just
country singer Waylon Jennings?
Well, sure.
Being banned from country radio due to some fat-shaming lyrics in his songs.
Oh, my. Are you serious?
No, now this will have a happy ending here.
Oh.
But the claim is that
Waylon sounds like a hoax.
Was banned from country radio due to some fat-shaming lyrics in his songs. There was an article published on a website, realradio.iheart.com. iHeart owned a ton of radio stations.
Still do.
I think maybe they're filing bankruptcy.
No. Really?
But an article on that website earlier this month reported that Waylon Jennings' music had been banned from country radio stations due to offensive and fat-shaming lyrics in some of his songs, and that radio stations in Nashville were removing all songs performed by him after being bombarded by email from two human rights groups. Those two groups were the National Association to Advance Fat Acceptance, NAFA, seriously, and the Statewide Suicide Prevention of Tennessee, working together to get radio stations to ban the artist. The lyrics to Luckenbach, Texas, are the issue with these two groups.
Luckenbach, Texas, with Waylon and Willie
and
and
the way
boys.
It works is, you listen to what Jennings wrote, and it's fat-shaming, and it needs to be dead and buried like he is. However, the line was, the only two things in life that make it worth living is guitars that are tuned good and firm-feeling women.
Okay.
They wanted it banned for that. However, it's not true. Waylon is not being banned.
It was a hoax.
It was a hoax.
Okay. Speaking of fat guys, I think I have a feeling we're going to get fatter here. What's going on here? Well, please use this microphone.
I'm sorry. Okay. Good morning, guys.
Good morning.
It's
Morning.
morning coffee, right?
Yeah.
We can't have coffee without rolls. So
Oh,
I have
yeah.
rolls for you.
I like that.
All right. Hold on. I got to put you on the camera. There you
Oh,
are.
absolutely.
There you
Morning,
are.
guys. Okay.
Morning.
Thank you so
Yes.
very
Hey,
much.
get a picture of those on the.
Oh, yeah, I get that.
Yum, yum, yum.
Those
Yes,
are
sir.
Ron Bowles cinnamon rolls, which the first place I heard about them, didn't know they existed, was right here, so I felt I needed to share.
We
right.
So
appreciate
make sure Tom
it.
and Jeff get one,
We-
okay?
okay.
Yeah, we'll
Thank
make
you.
sure.
Yes.
The rule, Dave,
Yeah.
Dave's rule.
Yes.
Dave's rule is that we cannot eat on the
Right.
air.
We don't because they
No,
make. Well, I'll
no.
keep
Dave's
an eye on
rule
it.
is that he doesn't eat
I
on
don't
the
either.
air.
We don't eat on the air.
Listen to not eat on the air, but we will immediately after. I promise you.
Oh, well, just enjoy.
Thank you
We
very
will.
much.
Thank you.
And
Thank you.
for
Thank you.
everything.
All right. Wow, that was nice, wasn't it?
Yeah.
You know, here's the thing. We invite this of our listenership. We invite you to bring us food,
And we
gifts, anything.
happily accept.
Yes, I personally, I'm looking forward to possibly somebody bringing me a robe of velvet and maybe a piece of cheese the size of my head. Those are the things I look forward to. So you might want to look into
Well,
that.
you got a pan of rolls the size of your head.
Those really look nice.
They do.
They're going to I'm putting them here in the middle. Now, come on.
We'll eat them at 9 o'clock.
Don't touch. Don't touch.
I don't know that. Are they still warm?
No, not. Oh, they are warm.
Oh, we got to have them now.
No.
Oh,
no, the
we gotta have
legend
them
speaks. We
warm.
listen. So anyway, what else you got? They're just
No, I just found that interesting.
Hang on. Keep talking. I'm going to move the clock up to 9. Hey, Tom, how do I reset the clock?
I just found it interesting
What?
that a story like that
Yeah.
on the interweb
Yes.
can be believed
About
until
whaling.
it's researched,
What-
and no, that's not true.
All right.
I was trying to figure out the lyric to that. Did
Well,
you say it
the
again?
lyric is the only
Yeah, 'cause
from
we weren't
Luckenbach,
listening. We
Texas,
were
No, we were looking at
the
rolls.
only two things in life that make it worth living is guitars that are tuned good and firm feeling women.
Well, that would be somebody who's in shape.
That's what I would say.
Get
But
off!
but
I
it
tell you what,
wasn't.
honey, get off
It
that
was
bow
a whole-
flex and
it
come
was
on over here.
It was completely made up by
And tune my guitar while you're at it.
by shock jock Russ Rollins.
And-
He's on a show called Monsters in the Morning, 104.1 FM. I don't know if I guess it's Nashville. So
All right.
anyway, it's not true.
All right,
All right, now it's time to take a break.
take care.
Happy are the days of the holiday season. The following businesses wish for all their many friends and customers that the glow of love and happiness which fill this season is continued throughout the coming year. Fairfield Chamber of Commerce and Retail Merchants, love local. Shoe Creek Pharmacy, your locally owned Health Mart pharmacy in Wayne City. Tom, Roxy, Kaylee, and Vicky. K&M Carpets on South 1st Street, Fairfield. Everyone at Richardson Funeral Home in Wayne City. DeKalb Asgo dealers David Collins, Jay Gross, and Jonathan Snyder. Wabash General Hospital, people you know, helping people you love. Haas Interiors on West Main in Fairfield. Richard, Mary, David, Linda, Tom, and Jason. And Morton Buildings in Fairfield. Lucas, Mike, Daryl, Christy, and construction crews.
Tis the season of giving, and we want to give you a chance to win a $50 gift card to Maurice's. All you have to do is make sure to be listening to Afternoons with Double D right here on 104.9 WFIW from 1 to 4 and listen for the cue to get qualified. We will randomly select a winner each day all this week. Brought to you by Maurice's, located on Commerce Drive in Fairfield. Stay tuned to 104.9 WFIW for a chance to win.
WFIW and Ultra Products are bringing back the popular Show Us Your Rack promotion. Now through December 31st, upload pictures of you and your buck to the Show Us Your Rack page at WFIWradio.com. The first 25 photos uploaded will receive a free t-shirt. On Friday, January 4th, one lucky hunter will be drawn from all entries and will have their choice of a USA-made Parker Bushwhacker crossbow, a $400 value, or a $200 in-store credit to Ultra Products. Good luck, hunters.
WFIW 104.9 and WFIWradio.com, as we do every Tuesday morning. Jared Voppel is on the phone. Good morning, Jared.
Good morning. What's going on this morning?
Well, nothing much at all. The sun is shining, and it's a great day to head to McLeansboro, right?
Well, it is, yeah. Yeah, we got if you're out there and in the market for some new furniture, appliances, or bedding, get, like you come to McLeansboro and check out what we got. Got some great deals going on. Our perfect gift sales going on right now. We got up to 12 months, 0% interest on anything you want to buy, anything you can want to pick out. We got a lot of new stuff. We've got a few new things that's rolled in. We've had a lot of folks coming and seeing us from a lot of different places, and I've been fixing them up with a lot of neat stuff.
And what?
Southern Motion. Go ahead.
And there's no better place to find a last-minute Christmas gift than the south side of the square in McLeansboro at Voppel's Home Furnishings.
Yeah, I had a guy come in a couple days ago, bought his wife a new sectional for Christmas. We're delivering this week. She's going to be a little surprised, I think. I got a guy come in and bought a new bedroom suit for his wife. We're going to deliver later this week. We've had several kind of come in and picked out something new for their spouse for Christmas. Pretty good idea. We got a lot of great deals going on. Sofas, love seats, recliners, bedroom furniture, dining room. We got mattress box springs, adjustable bases, lift chairs. We sold 2 lift chairs yesterday. Grandma, Grandpa, Mom, Dad, somebody needs a new lift chair, a little help getting up and down stuff. We stock those. So yeah, if you're in the market, thinking about something like that for home, wish I should come to south side of the square in McLeansboro, check it out. We'll make you a great deal. Our goals are always to provide you with a great product at a great price, and then give you world-class customer service after you buy it.
All righty.
Get you fixed up. Check us out on Facebook if you haven't liked us. We got 2 giveaways going on there right now for Christmas. We're going to give away. We sell the MyPillow. Everybody sees that on TV. We sell those here. By the way, great Christmas gift. You need one, $49.95. But we're also giving one away on Facebook, so you can get on our Facebook page and just tag another person. Gives you and the other person the opportunity to win MyPillows. We're also giving a 1,200 count sheet giveaway right now. We sell 1,200 count sheets. They're super nice sheets, $39. Makes another great Christmas gift. I always say you can kill 2 birds with 1 stone. So you buy a new set of sheets for Mom and Dad. $39, and it gets both their Christmas gifts.
And while you're there, you make it 3-in-1, as you can buy your sheets, get your pillow, and while you're there, get a new mattress and box springs.
Yeah, that ain't a bad idea. I like the way you think.
All right. Jared, I think this is the final time we'll talk to you this year, right?
I believe so, yeah.
All right. We'll talk to you in about 3 weeks. Merry Christmas, Happy New Year to you, buddy.
You too.
All right.
Merry Christmas and Happy New Year to you too.
All right.
Have a good one.
You too. Jared Voppel from Voppel's Home Furnishings in McLeansboro joins us every Tuesday morning on the WFIW Morning Show.
Hi, I'm Nicole Jordan, the new owner of The Farmer's Daughter, and I'm excited to announce that we are now open. You can find us in the same location under the purple awning in downtown Fairfield. We currently have a large inventory of beautiful wedding, bridesmaid, homecoming, and prom dresses and accessories. New inventory, including scrubs and Skechers, will be arriving soon. So stop by anytime, Monday through Friday, from 9 to 5 and Saturdays 9 to 3. I look forward to meeting you and helping you find what you need.
The magic of the holidays never ends, and its greatest of gifts are family and friends. Happy holidays from Legg Manufacturing in Fairfield and Legg's Mini Storage in Fairfield and Sisney. David and LaDonna Legg and staff. Pollard Realty in downtown Fairfield. Linda Tucker, Julie Shreve, Amy Hooper, and Amy Pollard. Wayne County Abstract in downtown Fairfield. Amy, Kathy, Rosalie, Linda, Madeline, and Karen. Dr. David M. Link, dentist, and staff, Rita Odie, Mona Johnston, Kimma Simpson, and Casey Mugridge. Mobile radio specialists in Grayville, Jim and Carolyn Funkhauser. The Troyer family and employees at Troyer Electric in Fairfield. And Tyree Tax Service at 908 West Delaware in Fairfield. Judy Tyree, Misty Haygood, Janelle Monroe, Angie Phelps, and Sue Clemens.
If you're looking for a new doctor, look no further than the new SSM Health Provider Finder. Search for physicians online based on conditions and treatments, name spellings and pronunciations, and locations near you. What's more, SSM Health doctors are known for taking the time to listen and connect with you. We call this the healing power of presence. You'll find this helpful tool at ssmhealth.com/doctors.
Time to check that Fairfield area weather forecast. Skies becoming partly cloudy later today, high 48. Partly cloudy tonight, the low 30. For tomorrow, partly cloudy, high 55. Scattered showers, 48 on Thursday. For Friday, cloudy skies, high 38. And for Saturday, partly cloudy with a high 42. Overnight low was 28. Yesterday's high was 52. Currently, humidity at 100%. Winds are calm. The pressure at 30.26 and holding. Sunshine right now. We've got 28 here at the WFIW studios east of Fairfield. Radar looking good as well. Nothing showing up in Illinois nor in any of the adjoining states.
You can watch the show on YouTube or by following the link on Facebook. Now back to Morning Coffee on WFIW.
Just mention, first of all, welcome to Nicole, to
the business community.
The business community, and to Morning Coffee. We're really happy to have her.
Farmer's daughter.
Downtown and also on the radio station. Also wanted to just mention, I've got a fist full of certificates for the Big Deal Store. And you're missing out if you don't. Go to our webpage, click on the square up in the upper right-hand corner that says Big Deal Store. I'm getting 30% off of everything. It's perfect for Christmas. You can get gasoline for your car. It's just, you're foolish not to at least look at it. The Big Deal Store. And we're going to be having a program coming up on Saturday mornings in January that are going to feature the items on the Big Deal Store. But I'll tell you more about that later. In the meantime, you're foolish not to go and try that.
So there are some more NAP certificates? Or did you buy them all?
I didn't buy all of them. There were a few left. They are dispersed in an incremental way so that you don't buy all of them in the first month.
So if they weren't available today, maybe
they
in a
might
few
be,
more days?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah. Yes.
Big deals.
Big deals.
All right.
And I'm some neat stuff. I'm going to go buy some Christmas gifts with that today. I've got some ideas.
I want to give a little plug.
Yep.
Tomorrow morning on Meet Your Neighbor,
yes,
I'm going to interview the Wayne County State's Attorney Kevin Kakak.
Well, that should be interesting.
So that'll be tomorrow morning at 7:30, or well, right after the 7:15 news on AM 1390 or 103.3.
Is that some
FM.
sort of plea agreement for you that you give him that kind of
publicity
No,
in exchange for
pretty
leniency?
interesting. When he and his family, he is one of the children of Carol and Karen Kakak.
Yes.
But when they came to town and about his education and becoming involved in elected office, so it's a good interview.
Army?
That,
the Army too.
That
all right.
too.
All right, go ahead. We're ready for you. Now, what can you tell us about this
just a
edition of
a little bit of everything?
Really, a potpourri.
Mm-hmm.
Not specifically. See, I like to make mine themed.
Ah, okay.
You know what I mean?
It was on this. Is today the 18th of December?
Yes, it is.
Okay.
Uh-huh.
It was on this day.
All day.
December 18th, 1972.
Mm-hmm.
That Bob Dylan started filming his role in the American Western drama Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. James Coburn was in that, Chris Christopherson. And Dylan composed the score and songs for the film. What was the most prominent song in that movie? Pat Garrett and Billy the Kid. Bob Dylan wrote it. He sang it. It was a top 40 hit. And we'll just...
Subterranean Homesick Blues.
I think
just as long as it wasn't about fat people. That's
I
all.
think you'll remember this. Knocking on Heaven's Door.
Oh, of course.
Knocking on
yeah.
Heaven's
It's a
Door.
great song.
Yeah.
All right, so there's one miss.
Yeah.
By the way, I did have an easier question, and this one replaced it, as I mentioned earlier.
Why do we need to know that?
Who invented the telephone? Because I'm trying to kill
Alexander
about 8 minutes.
Graham Bell. Come on.
Trying to kill 8 minutes.
I was gonna
Okay.
say Thomas Edison.
Second question. Which nail grows fastest?
You talking about the hand or the feet?
the hand. The hand.
Which one grows the fastest?
Yeah. Which nail grows the fastest?
The index finger.
This one?
Yeah, I'm going to say pinky for me.
All right.
No.
Mine's different. Yeah.
Boys, I'm happy to tell you it's the middle finger.
Really?
Yeah, this one in the middle.
Show me how yours has grown, Dave. Show me how yours has grown.
It's this one right here.
Oh, okay.
I chewed.
We can't get it.
It's this
kept
one.
giving him
I
the
chewed
chance.
mine last week.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, well.
What was your question the other day? Operation Overlord.
Yeah.
What was Operation Linebacker 2?
Oh, I know.
I
don't know. I don't know if I know the exact term for it.
Okay.
But I know.
Do
what
you
it
have
was.
an idea?
I don't have a clue. No.
Operation Linebacker 2. What do you say?
The bombing of Laos in the Vietnam War.
It was. You're right.
Laos.
It was
Laos.
on December.
What is Laos?
December 13th.
It's the same thing as a hoax.
December 13th, 1972. North Vietnamese negotiators walked out of the peace talks, and President Nixon said, "You come back to the table, or else."
Or
Come
we'll
back within
send
7
Dave
hours,
you back to the
or
Stone
else.
Age.
Or we'll send Dave Land over there from Oklahoma.
Well, the North
Notice they came back, didn't they?
Yes, they did.
The North Vietnamese rejected it, and President ordered Operation Linebacker 2, a full-scale air
Carpet
campaign
bombing.
against the Hanoi area, and
then it wasn't.
They
Laos.
came back to the table, and
Or Laos.
Yeah.
they came back to the peace accord, had talks, and in less than a month, the war officially ended. That
So
was
far,
in
I'm
January 73.
I'm not feeling your questions, Dave. I'm not feeling them at all.
Okay.
All right, we're number 4. I'm 0 for 3.
What did the crocodile swallow in Peter Pan?
Oh, I know that one.
All right, just a minute. Our listeners at home are screaming at each other.
Oh, I wasn't going to say anything. I just said I know it.
No, I could take a guess.
Take a guess.
Clock, watch.
What kind of clock? What do you
Well,
say?
not a grandfather clock.
You're right. It's a clock.
It's a clock.
Okay, well, I got that
An
one.
alarm clock.
An alarm clock.
Yeah.
All right, what clock works? I'm 1 for 4.
All right, here's the gimme of all of them. Who did Lady Diana Spencer marry?
What? That's too easy.
Yeah, that's pretty
come
easy.
on, man.
Yeah.
Oh, who was Lady Diana Spencer's first cousin twice removed? No, we'll go back to, who did she marry? What's your answer?
Prince Charles.
Okay.
Man, that's the lowest of low-hanging fruit.
I'm working.
And the answer to the second part of that question, who was her second cousin twice removed? Prince Charles.
Yeah, they removed him twice. Which German city is famous for the perfume it produces?
I know.
Oh, I know that one.
All right, hang on.
Go ahead.
Cologne.
That's what I put.
Oh, it's just like that lunch meat, Bologna.
You're right. It's Cologne.
Yeah,
I got it.
Who did Prince Rainier of Monaco marry?
Do you really have? I mean, that's not even. That's easier than the other one.
I know.
Okay, guys, just work with me for a minute here. Just listen to me.
All right.
Our listeners at home may not be
as bright. Or is that what you're trying to say?
They may not be at your level of intelligence.
So he's calling our listeners.
No, I'm not. I've had several people say, Dave, we like to play along, but you guys get way too tough.
All right.
Okay. So
okay.
Now that we've stalled.
No, listen to me. You're trying to get a high score. Why would you get mad at somebody that's improving your score? What's the downside of improving
Well, I was mad at you for the first 3.
Yeah.
They were terrible.
Yeah, okay. Now you're mad
because he didn't get to
now
first
you're
3.
upset
That's
because
why.
they're easy. Where is the smallest bone?
We didn't answer that
the
one.
last one.
Well, you said there's no need to.
Okay. Well, then our listeners don't know either.
Yeah.
Okay, who
I
is
know,
it?
because they're not as
Who is it?
advanced intelligently as us.
Who is it?
Grace Kelly.
Where is the smallest bone in the body?
I think I know that one.
That'd
I
be
think
a
I
pretty
know
good
that
idea,
one.
too.
Yeah.
I'm just waiting. And Mark says?
The ear.
What do you say?
Foot.
It's the ear.
Oh, well.
Isn't it like the tarsus?
See, now he's upset. Which is the only mammal that can't jump?
I'm not sure, but I think he plays forward for Tootopoulos. I'm not.
Which is the only mammal that can't jump?
Yes.
Well, I don't know. That's
a tough one.
That is a tough one.
Can we?
You can guess.
Can we call a friend?
You can guess.
I'm trying to minimalize
somebody
the
have
mammals.
the answer?
Well, Tom's out there waving his hands.
What? Elephant. You're right. Elephant.
I was going to say the sloth.
Yeah.
Well, I tell you what, you goose an elephant, it'll jump. I've done that.
What does the Roman numeral C represent?
Roman numeral C.
Roman numeral C. What does it represent? What number does it represent?
Okay, I've got something written down. I don't know if it's right or not.
Go ahead.
100?
What do you say?
I was going to say 1,000.
It's 100.
Okay.
I was right.
What'd you get? 3 right?
Is that all 10?
That's 10.
That's 10. I must have missed one somewhere. I did about 5, about 50%. That's not going to pass in your class, Dave.
Well, we'll go on the curve.
Okay.
What did you do?
I don't know.
If you don't start off well, you don't keep score.
Well,
this
first
is upward trivia.
Here's
Upward trivia.
Here's what I'm thinking.
Yes.
You know, it doesn't really matter what I score.
Yes.
It's just what I know.
We're gone. We are gone.
Later. Bye.
Got to get to those rolls.